It's time to turn this into a moneymaker. In today's video, I'm going to break down just how you can start earning money through Shutterstock contributor platform. Let's dive in. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of Shutterstock before. If you haven't, it is one of the world's largest royalty-free images and videos stock websites that you can go to and just download anything. But we're not here to download, we're actually here to upload and to contribute our photos and videos to Shutterstock. So you can actually get paid per download. If somebody goes to this website and they download your site, then you can start making money. I'm going to leave the link down in the description below. So if you want to sign up, it's totally free. First thing we're going to do is after you click that link, we're going to come over here and click on sign up in the top right corner. And then you're going to create your free account. So it's going to ask you for your name, display name, email, and password. And once you have all of that situated, click on the Get Started button. Here we have the main dashboard for the Shutterstock contributor. So let's take a look at the different menu settings here on the left-hand side. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to see a breakdown of the different menus. So we're going to see earnings, portfolio, and insights. So these three are all directly tied in to your Shutterstock contributor account. So for earnings, this right here, the earnings summary is going to be how much that you've earned. So you can see total earnings is $0, 0 downloads, and 0 referral earnings. Under earnings, you can see then you have my referrals, so people that you've referred. You have payment history down here, and this basically is just saying you need a default minimum amount of $25 before you can actually request a payout. And finally, under earnings, your tax center is basically where you go, and you're going to fill out all of your tax information, your W-9, and your tax paperwork. Now let's come over here and let's take a look at portfolio. So submit content, this is where you're actually going to be uploading your photo or your video. So once you click on submit content, you're going to click on upload here, and you're going to want to select an image. So let's just do, how about this one? Click on upload. And once you get it to upload here, we're going to click on go to portfolio here in the bottom right corner. Okay, so this is the image. So this is basically like what it looks like when you actually upload it. So it says needs attention. So the reason it needs attention is because it wants you to fill out this form. So basically this is part of like the tagging or the metadata for the actual image or the video. It's going to be the same for both, regardless if you upload a video or an image. So the first thing you want to do is type in a description and a minimum of 5 words to describe the image as best you possibly can. Next up, you're going to choose a category. So they have a wide variety of different categories that you can use. So choose whatever is appropriate or applicable to the image. And then keywords. What you can do is you can add about 7 keywords. And if you can't think, you could start typing. So like dog, doggy, and there's no keywords for that one. So what you can do is you can use one of these right here, the keywords that they suggest, or you can keep typing to see if something comes up. And then for the image type, photo, it's either a photo or it's going to be an illustration. So illustration is like if you create something in Canva that talks about, you know, maybe Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Happy St. Patty's Day or what have you, that is going to be considered an illustration or something that you've actually drawn yourself. And then you're going to say, is it for commercial or editorial? And I usually just leave mine as commercial. And then I go down and I click on submit once you're done with that. All right, once you've submitted your photo and you click on the submit button, you're going to see pending and reviewed content. So pending content basically is going to put any images or any videos that they're still being assessed by Shutterstock. And that's going to show up right here. So depending on if it's an image or a video, it's going to show up right here. And then for portfolio, if you click on reviewed content, it's going to actually go through and it's going to show you what has actually been reviewed by Shutterstock. So there's a couple of images I already have here, 2 images that were approved, and then 1 video right here that was approved. So this is where you're going to be able to see the final images that are ready to be downloaded through Shutterstock. So if we click back on portfolio, click on catalog manager, this is basically what this is it just gives you a full picture of what images and videos that you have. So basically your entire catalog. So it lists all the images and the videos in a list. and it separates it out versus an image or a video. So, and then down here is going to be data catalog. So if you have an image that is not quite up to Shutterstock standard, as far as like maybe the resolution is off, or maybe the shot is out a little bit, or it's not quite clear and crisp with their approval process, it's gonna be put into a data licensing bucket or a category to where it can be used elsewhere on the website. So you still have an opportunity to earn money if the picture isn't 100%, 10 out of 10, which is awesome because it still gives you a chance to still earn even though it's not up to their standards. And then manage releases is just if you have any releases of images coming out. And then collections, you can create a collection. If you have a set of images that are all about holidays or all about families or all about sports, you can take all these images and put them into a collection. So if somebody comes to the Shutterstock website, they can actually click on your name on your profile and kind of sort and view by these different collections that you have to make it easier and more organized for somebody to find your photos and then in return, hopefully download them. Moving on, we're going to talk about some of the built-in tools that Shutterstock has to help you as a contributor have success with your photos and your videos. So the first one is going to be top performers. So basically what this is it's going to break it down by images and videos to see what photos and videos of yours have been downloaded the most. So you kind of have an idea of what customers or what people are looking for. So you can try to duplicate and or repeat the same type of photo or maybe the same topic so you can hopefully get more downloads on that particular photo. So that's really cool. The shot list is what that does is it basically breaks down the most requested types of images. And this is directly from Shutterstock. So basically early life education, and it gives you an idea of what types of scenes or what type of images that might do really well. Quiet wins and progress, it gives you a little breakdown right here. Maybe some ideas of, what you could actually shoot or, what they're looking for as far as images, videos, illustrations. Contributor blog is basically like, they have kind of ideas, people that contribute, they kind of write up articles and they kind of give you some ideas and some tips and tricks that they've learned along the way. And then finally, trending content, this is my favorite here. So, what kind of content is in demand? So, they give you all the trends. So, basically, these are all keywords. So, tropical pattern, garlic, Valentine's Day, tropical spring, and so forth. It tells you what keyword it is, and then is it rising? So, is the search month over month, is that increasing? Are more people looking for it? And then it's going to tell you the library size. So, basically, how many photos here year to date are. So the more photos, obviously more people are looking for it. So this might give you an idea, also an indication as to what type of material you want to shoot and what is in demand. All right, let's talk for a second about the money. What everybody wants to know. How do you actually get paid? How does this work? So Shutterstock has said that they paid over $1 billion to its contributors. So we're going to scroll down here. We're going to see they break it up into different types of levels. So number one is level up when customers license your content. So think about the word license as how many downloads your image or your video has gotten. So that's going to be level one. So the second one is the levels reset at the beginning of the calendar year. And basically what that means is that just gives everybody starts from the same, there's no, your earnings, not your earnings, but your downloads and stuff don't roll over. So basically it gives everybody an opportunity to earn. Um, and then number three, different earning levels for images on videos. So here's the breakdown. So image level one, that's like basic images, and the number of images that they're licensed in the calendar year. So basically up to 100, you're going to earn 15%. So it really depends on, it's hard to give a direct number because it depends on if somebody pays to actually download the images, you're going to get a cut of whatever, however many images they buy. So for example, you're going to earn 15% for up to 100 of your first images. And then level two is going to be 101 to 250 downloads. You're going to earn 20%. So unfortunately, we can't give an exact number of how much you might make because it's going to depend on how much how much they decide to actually sell your images for. But At this point, the more images and the more volume that you produce, I think the better chance that you're gonna have to earn money and you're gonna level up and you're gonna keep making money and just keep producing and keep building your catalog and your portfolio. And that's how you start to earn money consistently. And then ultimately it turns into passive income. If you want to learn more about how to make money online, specifically with side hustles, make sure to watch this video coming up next.